Today I am going to try and do this stuff. Stainless black, traditional patina for stainless steel. I'm going to try it on the end length pieces first. Small piece is a test. Then I'm going to do it on the bracelet if it works. I'm going to leave one off as a control to see if you can see the difference between a untreated versus one that will be treated. Didn't do much preparation. They say to really sand and make sure it's clean and all that to really get a good effect. But I'm thinking I may not need to, because I'm not looking for a super even finish. It's going to look kind of worn, so it might be okay. I think I had only lightly brushed these over with some Scotch-Brite pads, so we'll see if that's enough. So you spray this, it takes about 3 to 5 minutes depending, and then to neutralize the patina action you just use water. So we shall see. I'm going to leave this to the side so we don't contaminate that, and let's see what happens here. See, not to let this thing dry. I do see a reaction to this. I don't know if you can. Oh wow, it really is getting dark fast. See that? I don't think it'll take much time. And let's see, if I neutralize it now, what happens? The water gets them off my fingers when I touch this. And we're supposed to use plain paper towels to kind of clean it. Or let's see what happens here. Sorry if my framing's off. Oh, definitely so much for stainless steel, but this stuff is supposed to work on this. You can see it does, though maybe I took it off too fast. Let's see what happens if I spray it and leave it on for actually 3 to 5 minutes. Nothing to this, you just spray this on, just like that. Wow, that's instant. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying not to mess up my phone camera. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to time this for about 3 to 5 minutes. It's about 3 minutes in. Let's see what happens. Just maybe spray a little bit more. Some parts aren't really seem to be lightening up. Try not to stuff this stuff, it does kind of stink. I don't know how well it will affect the bottom of it. Let's see here. I'm trying to get the bottom down. Just maybe I should lay it down like this. I don't know. And I'm going to pause this and we're going to come back to it. I don't want to waste recording time just looking at this, but pretty impressive how fast it darkened it. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Let's see what happens here. I'll try to. You can see it's pretty dark. And if I just touch it, as I am, I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I'm trying to go around this way. It doesn't seem to just come off that easily. So I'm going to spray some water. This is supposed to neutralize the darkening. And I don't care that it's not darkened on the inside. Can you see that? I guess you're supposed to essentially rinse and repeat as necessary to get the effect that you want. How dark it is. Let's see what happens if I try rubbing it with the, clean it with the powder here, the paper towel. Sorry if there's some changes in the white balance and or exposure, because I'm doing this. I don't want to juggle with my camera settings and refocus or whatnot. What do you think? Not too shabby. Let's see. Let's see how well this stuff holds. Is the question here. I'm just not even trying to get this black, just kind of grayed or darkened. Look kind of worn and dirty. And I think it's getting there pretty good. So I'm just gonna let that be. Some parts of it look like if I rub it, it gets lighter, but maybe not. Let's see. Seems to, I mean, we're gonna set this aside and let me grab the other one. So you can compare. There's definitely a change. Cool. I hope I can replicate it so that it's relatively even, at least across the bracelet. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do the bracelet. I don't know if I have time today to do it, but I'm going to at least finish this one guy to match this, and we'll see. So let's stick this on there. And spray some of this magic, black magic. And let's see, it's about, what time is it right now? Sorry about the focus, I'm just trying to, 4:54, so I should, 4:55 it just turned. So let me check back at 4:58ish and see what happens. Okay, I'll bring this up. It is about 3 minutes, and you can see how it looks like right here. Pretty good. I'm gonna just spray some water. That's supposed to neutralize it. And let's see what happens if I wipe it down. You see, nothing really comes off into this. It's not like any color is really coming off. I mean, there's a little bit, I suppose, but it's not like, considering how dark it is, it's not nearly as, let's say it's not nearly as dark as one might think. Let's see. I'm just sticking it back over here. There's some excess stuff on the side. I see it's lighter on the edge here, maybe because I rubbed it off. I didn't want it to rub off too much. I'm trying to get a somewhat even coat. So you just kind of have to go back and forth on this a bit and see what works for you in terms of, you know, the patina effect you're going for. And spray some more water just to clean it off again. It's supposed to stop the patina effect. There's some sort of acids or something in here. And this stuff doesn't really give off too much odor, luckily. Although, if you can get close enough to it and you kind of sniff the air, I suppose it kind of smells a little bit like rotten eggs or sulfurish, that kind of funk to it. But other than that, It's not too bad. Let's just try to work in a well-ventilated area, of course. Sorry about the focus. Okay, I'm going to need to wrap up because I don't actually have time to do everything I wanted to at least get my hands on this. And here, we compare it to the previous one. And, focus. Okay. It is a bit darker, but that's okay. What do I want to do? I mean, I don't know if I continue to wipe this, will actually get lighter. They say you're supposed to use some sort of clear coat, I guess, to protect it, make sure that the patina that you create here stays, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. I mean, so it's going to be on a watch anyways, and if it rubs off, it rubs off. If anything, I could stand with going a little bit lighter, but here it is. Not bad, not bad. Certainly easier than I could have imagined. This stuff works pretty good. So I'm going to rinse these off just to make sure all the chemicals are off, and then we're going to leave this, and then I'm going to come back, try to do this tomorrow, continue tomorrow, or not later tonight, but I'd rather use daylight to be able to see what I'm doing. And then, sorry about the noise. Freaking skaters. Anyways, I'm going to try to do the bracelet, finish off the bracelet, and then if I have time, I'll try to hit the case too. That's going to be interesting because I have installed a crystal, and you know there are gaskets, and hopefully this stuff is not going to mess it up. Otherwise, I'm going to need a new crystal. But here it is, pretty cool. All right, I guess we'll check it out tomorrow. I got to clean up later.